An end to the government shutdowns in sight, with 8 Senate Democrats voting with Republicans to pass the continuing resolution. To dive into this, we welcome on our panel Democratic strategist Chip Franklin and Republican strategist Kate Monroe, who's also a Marine Corps veteran. Thank you for your service, and happy Veterans Day to both of you. And Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer today, thank you both. Chuck Schumer is facing multiple calls from congressional Democrats in his own party to resign after 8 Democrats are voting with Republicans to reopen the government in the Senate. Chip, why is Schumer taking so much heat for this, even though he voted against Senate Republicans himself?
It's a good question. I think the Democratic Party, unlike the Republicans, they don't primary dissenters. And so Schumer is open for debate. There's a lot of people that want youth there. But, you know, when you talk about the shutdown, the truth is from day one, the Republicans could have stopped the shutdown with a simple majority up and down vote on whether or not to keep the filibuster. Thune didn't want to do it, so they went forward. So everybody remember that as we go through this discussion. Republicans could have stopped this shutdown on day one with a 51-49 vote, or 50-50, because Vance would have done it, a 51-49 vote to get rid of the filibuster. Why don't they do it? Why didn't they do it? That's a good question. What Schumer did is what, you know, again, I'm not a huge Schumer fan, but Chuck Schumer is a good leader, and he does a good job with this Democratic Party moving them forward. We'll see in the days ahead. This is what it's supposed to look like. Democracy is messy. It's supposed to be arguments. It's not supposed to have one guy that tells everybody what to do, and if they disagree, they get primaried. That's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, ending the filibuster is definitely a controversial topic, and Trump says that Senate Democrats in the future would want to eliminate that. But Kate, on to you. What's your take on this in terms of many Republicans blaming Schumer for the shutdown? Now, Democrats are saying that Schumer needs to step down, some of them. Did Democrats get anything out of the shutdown also?
Yeah, I don't think that they got anything out of the shutdown because they didn't actually end up winning anything. All they did was now be, you know, sort of responsible for all the people not getting their groceries on time and possibly the active duty military not getting paid. And it was just sort of a stall and a bit of a grandstanding and gaslighting, really for no good outcome. I'm sure that he's bummed about it because he probably thought this was going to be another feather in his cap, so to speak. But yeah, this younger generation of Democrats, they're definitely going to be pushing him out. I'm surprised that they pushed him up to where he was, quite frankly. I think in both regard, on the left and the right, we do need some younger blood. But I'll tell you, on the left, this younger blood scares me quite a bit.
And Kate, I want to move on to a different topic now. A Utah district judge rejected a congressional district map drawn up by the state's GOP legislature. Instead, they approved one that creates a Democrat-leaning district. What are the implications for the balance of power in the midterms?
Well, it's going to be interesting. I think, you know, you saw this start with Texas and you come over here to California. We passed Prop 50. Now you see it going on in Utah. I think you're going to see this sweeping the nation. It'll be interesting to see all the levers get pulled. I do think that if the Republicans decide to go full speed, they'll be able to counterbalance it. But if they're going to do it, they better get going heading into these midterm elections for sure.
And Chip, we're in such a fight over redrawing congressional districts across the country, accusations of gerrymandering on both sides. Do you see a way out of this?
You know, I don't like what Texas or California did, to be honest with you. I'd like to see is more Congress people like we're supposed to have. Right now, the average congressional district has something like 400,000 to 500,000 people in it. Marjorie Taylor Greene's has like 800,000 people in it. I don't think one person can handle the needs of that many people. We need more members of Congress. And this is the way it originally was. But for some reason or another, whether it was Democrats or Republicans in power, it was any attempt to expand Congress was thwarted. And, you know, I mean, people need better representation. And I think most people would agree with that. They need a congressman that they can see down the street, down the corner, be able to go up to them and talk about it the way it was when we were kids. When I was a kid, that's the way it was. And so I think that, you know, redistricting and gerrymandering are a problem, and I don't know how to get around it right now.
Let's go beyond our borders now. The best Navy aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest and biggest and the newest, it just arrived in the Caribbean near Venezuela. It was previously stationed in the Mediterranean. Kate, what does this tell us about the administration's priorities?
Well, I think the priority is our national security and the safety of our own nation. And I think it's good in this season that we show our military might. I don't think that we should go idly by and go quietly into the night. I think it's good for the rest of the world to see, hey, we will stage people around the world. We have the mightiest military. We have the most amazing fighting force. I mean, we're talking about this on Veterans Day. So, of course, as a Marine Corps veteran, I am all for us making sure that we show the rest of the world the force that it takes so that we don't have to go to war. It's better to make a show of force and have people go, you know what? I don't think I'm going to mess around because I don't really want to find out what's on the other side of that coin.
Chip, your response, do you think this could be aggravating our adversaries?
I don't disagree that it's good to have a strong military and to show people that if you mess with us, there'll be repercussions. I also think, though, we can work with world economies and help them as well, because the stronger our country's economy is, the less chance that a despot or a dictator will take over. But, on Veterans Day, I just want to, talk about the big budget bill again and talk about SNAP. 1 out of 4 people on SNAP are veterans of this country. And I think the service, that you guys do, you veterans do, is invaluable. And I would like to see them. I used to live near Walter Reed, and I played in a band, and we'd go down there. You see kids waiting for hours. I'm not going to say it's Republican or Democrat. I think both parties got to come together and treat veterans better, and especially veterans that have mental, so many homeless people today are veterans of this country, and that's just an obscenity. We have to treat veterans better. We have to make that a priority. These are the people that have risked their lives, put their families on hold to go out and serve us in distant quarters of this world. And they need better treatment. They need better results than we're giving them.
Chip Franklin, Kate Monroe, thank you both very much for your insights. Really appreciate it.